Good day, ma'am. I'm Christine R. Raimundo. So I'm going to report the journal article about the phylogenomics, origin, and diversification of Anthozoan phylum Cnidarians. So Cnidarians are simple radial symmetric animals with ectoderm and endoderm layers with a non-cellular matrix called mesoglea. They primarily prey on predators but can also scavenge dead animals. So radial symmetry is body parts arranged around a central axis like spokes of a wheel. And the ectoderm is a outer layer of the body of anthozoans and endoderm is a inner layer. So yung radial symmetry is advantage ng mga anthozoans to capture prey and enhance sensory perception, stability and balance, simple adaptable body plan. So yun yung advantage ng radial symmetry body of a anthozoan. So yung mesoglea is a thin gel-like, so non-cellular layer between the extracellular matrix or ECM and gel-like consistency. Yung function nito is structural support, nutrient exchange between ectoderm and endoderm. So, yun nga, connect outer, ibig sabihin nun is ectoderm and inner is endoderm layers. Also facilitates cellular migration, temporary nutrient and waste storage. Purpose of the journal review is sea anemones with previous sublethal exposure to a pathogen showed higher survival rates in subsequent lethal challenges with 7 and 5-fold increases in survival compared to native anemones respectively. So, mas mataas yung survival rate ng sea anemones. Mas mataas yung survival rate ng sea anemones sa mga exposure to infectious agents like bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites. Unlike sa native anemones is mababa yung survival rate nila sa mga infectious agents like bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Importance of the review of this article is cnidarians are vital for ecosystems, species competitions, and extracting active compounds for treating various diseases or possessing anti-tumoral properties. So, meaning they produce compounds with potential anti-cancer effects. This compound includes alkaloids, glycosides, peptides, and polyketides. So, yung alkaloids mean component of these isoquinoline, pyridine, and quinoline derivatives with anti-proliferative and cytotoxic effects. So, yung glycosides naman is steroids and triterpenoid glycosides with anti-tumor and anti-inflammatory activities. Yung peptides naman is short-chain peptides with antimicrobial and anti-tumoral properties. Polyketides naman is macrolides, polyether, and polyhydroxy compounds with anti-proliferative effects. So, ito yung mga primary compounds na naproproduce ng anti-tumoral properties of sea anemones. The summary of this article is cnidarians' long-standing comparative immunology model systems have recently revealed their complex genomes containing most gene families found in bilaterans and retaining ancestral genes lost in Drosophila and Caenorhabditia. Dytis elegans. They also have evolved robust epithelial defense mechanism. So yun yung summary of this article. This study suggests that using a clonal line of anemones effectively eliminates potential pathological and disease resistance variability linked to genetic differences within a natural population. So yung clone line of sea anemones refers to groups of genetically identical individuals produced through asexual reproduction. So sea anemones or class Anthozoa exhibit clonality. So yung methods of clonal reproduction is yung budding, meaning new individuals grow from parents' body. Yan yung fission, parents split into two or more daughter individuals. Pedal laceration, small pieces of the foot break off forming new individuals. And last, the fragmentation, so yung accidental breakage produce genetically identical fragments. So yan yung ibig sabihin ng clone lines of sea anemones. Discussion and implication. Quantitative PCR was used to quantify the pathogen load on the prime anemones post-sublethal exposure to determine if the improved response was not due to chronic infection. So, yung quantitative PCR is a laboratory techniques for measuring or parang ito yung laboratory equipment para ma-detect if yung sublethal exposure or if may bacteria, virus, fungi yung isang sea anemones or may mga infectious or chronic infection yung isang sea anemones. Yun nga, strength of the article. The study reveals that anemones with sublethal exposure to a pathogen show higher survivorship, suggesting a protective primary defense mechanism in cnidarian lasting up to 1 month. So, mataas ang survival rate ng cnidarians or yung Anthozoa into viruses, bacteria, fungi, and other infectious diseases. Weakness and limitation. Chronic infections have limitation including a low immune system response leading to a rapid secondary response in subsequent pathogen challenges to already engaged host immune system. So, yung chronic infection, yun nga, nakaka-effect siya including a low immune system leading to a rapid secondary response and subsequent pathogen challenges or yung mga bacteria, virus, fungi, and other infectious diseases like yung sinabi ko kanina. Future research directions include paleoecological and phylogenetic analysis. Number 1 is comprise a diverse and phylogenetically basal phylum. So, meaning, yung basal phylum of Anthozoa is a marine phylum of marine animals characterized by cnodocytes, radial symmetry, simple body structure, epidermal, and gastrodermal layers. Cnodocytes is a specialized cell containing stinging organelles, and radial symmetry is a body structures organized around the central axis. Simple body structure is a lack of complex organs and tissues. Epidermal and gastrodermal layers, two primary tissue layers. So, yung Anthozoa is considered a basal class within Cnidarian, meaning it diverged early from the common ancestor of all Cnidarians. This position is supported by molecular phylogenetics or a genetic analysis, fossil records or ancient Anthozoans fossils, developmental biology or embryonic development patterns. The number 2 is to understand the character histories of several critical organismal traits. Number 3 is to study the ancient ecological roles. Ecological and conservative perspective. Number 1 is monitoring and mitigating outbreaks of coral diseases. Number 2 is deploying structures to promote coral recruitment and reef formation. 3 is designating and enforcing no-take zones to protect coral reefs and surrounding ecosystems. Interdisciplinary approaches. Number 1 is diverse class of marine invertebrates. 2 is studied and conserved through interdisciplinary approaches that integrate biology, ecology, geology, climate science, engineering, social sciences, and policy. Number 3, to understand their biology, ecological roles, and responses to environmental changes while addressing conservation challenges. Emerging technologies and innovative research. And so Anthozoa research is advancing rapidly using advanced technologies to improve understanding of coral biology, ecology, resilience, and conservation, offering innovative solutions. Genomic and phylogenomic analysis. Number 1 is evolutionary insights, biodiversity understanding, adaptation, and speciation. So, yung evolutionary insights composed with ancient origins of Anthozoa diverged from other cnidarians 600 million years ago. Sister group to Medusozoa, Anthozoa shares a common ancestor with jellyfish and hydras. Early symbiosis, coral-algal symbiosis, evolved 400 million years ago. Diversification of Anthozoa is diversified during the Mesozoic era, 250 to 65 million years ago. Coral reef evolution. Modern coral reefs emerged 50 million years ago. Eocene is epoch. So, yung evolutionary adaptation is yung symbiotic relationship of coral-algal symbiosis, enhanced nutrients uptake, disease resistance. Anthozoans develop immune mechanisms against pathogens, environmental adaptation, responses to temperature, light, water, chemistry fluctuations. And yung genomic analysis naman is investigating genomic adaptation to environmental stressors. Phylogeography is studying population-level evolutionary processes. Comparative developmental biology, exploring developmental regulation across anthozoans. Conservation applications. Number 1 is marine habitat protection, restoration project, climate change mitigation. Synthesis with other literature. This study combines scientific research on Anthozoa's conservation, ecological importance, roles in marine ecosystems, vulnerability to environmental stressors, and mitigation strategies across various research fields. Theoretical and practical implication. Anthozoa's conservation and ecological importance are extensively studied, focusing on their roles in marine ecosystems, vulnerability to environmental stressors, and strategies to mitigate threats. The conclusion of this article is studying Anthozoa in various disciplines like marine ecology, evolutionary biology, conservation science, and environmental policy is crucial for advancing knowledge and addressing environmental and ecological challenges. Overall evaluation, cnidarians are crucial for future scientific research in genetics, ecology, pharmacology, and toxicology, as they offer valuable insight in soft-body animals. Recommendation of these articles is Anthozoa especially coral reefs, are crucial for ecological, economic, and environmental reasons. necessitating effective conservation strategies and ongoing research to address emerging threats. Thank you.